This is not the first incident of Chinese migrants being found dead during transit in the UK. 58 people were found suffocated in a lorry in 2000. My colleague Mike Walter discussed this issue with Natalia Banulescu-Bogdan. She's the Associate Director of the International Program at the Migration Policy Institute.
So I think we're used to seeing migrants smuggled from Europe's immediate neighborhood. So you have people coming from Africa, you have people coming from Afghanistan, Iraq, of course you had the Syrian crisis. We're not that used to seeing people coming from so far away, but it's actually not that uncommon. So there were about 36,000 Chinese migrants smuggled into the EU last year, according to UN data.
And, we're talking about, in some cases, modern slavery, human trafficking. This is something that's not just in the UK. I mean, this is a worldwide problem. What are the solutions?
It is a worldwide problem. And, you bring up an interesting issue, which is that there is sort of a gray area between smuggling and trafficking. So when we talk about smuggling, we're generally talking about people entering a voluntary relationship with smugglers who are providing a service. So migrants pay to be transported from point A to point B. And trafficking is, of course, forced and coercive, with people kept in slave-like conditions and highly exploited. But actually, there's a lot of gray area between the two. So people could start out engaging the services of a smuggler, and then it turns into a more coercive situation. And so with the example that's on the news right now, we don't really know the story of how those people got into the truck, whether they originally were paying for a service and it went terribly wrong, or whether it was a highly organized human trafficking operation.